Happy April Fool's Day. I hope you're all having a good one. So I recently played Devil May Cry for the first time, and I thought it would be fun to make a small video on it. And what better day than today? As we all obviously know, Devil May Cry was inspired by Bayonetta, as the first games in both series were both directed by Hideki Kamiya. Here I'm going to talk about the devil arms in the game used by Dante. Just for those who aren't aware, a devil arm is a demonic weapon that is usually the manifestation of a demon's soul or power. In this game, there are 5 devil arms when you count Force Edge and Sparda separately, despite being the same weapon, but they are equipable separately. There are technically 6 devil arms, but you'll see why that's just a technicality. Let's get started. Force Edge is the starting sword in Devil May Cry. In the scheme of the first game, Force Edge is pretty unremarkable and it's a limited choice, but that's as expected. The crossguard of Force Edge is shaped like the horns of Sparda. The grip was designed to look twisted, and there are skulls on the pommel. Force Edge does not have a devil trigger. Force Edge name-wise sounds like it's just supposed to be a cool-sounding sword name, but that's all I have to say about Force Edge. Sparda is the awakened form of Force Edge. It is named after Dante's father, the legendary Dark Knight Sparda. Sparda is a demon who rebelled against the evil Dark Emperor Mundus. Sparda keeps the hilt of Force Edge for the most part, but gains an elaborate blade with a large gem in the center of an organic part that connects the blade with a bone-like structure. The forms that it can transform into are a spear and a scythe. When using Devil Trigger, Dante resembles his father Sparda. Sparda may be named after Sparda. Sparda was a city-state in Laconia in ancient Greece. Sparda was known as Lacedaemon in its antiquity. One of the roots of Lacedaemon is daemon, which is used to refer to a demon or evil spirit. Alastor is a sword with a lightning affinity. The handle and pommel resemble Force Edge, but its crossguard looks like 2 dragon wings and the blade appears to come out of a dragon's mouth. Using Devil Trigger gives Dante dragon wings and blue electricity all over his body. When first getting Alastor, Dante is stabbed by it and he just goes through it, subduing the living blade. Alastor is an epithet of the Greek god Zeus. Zeus, being the god of thunder, helps the theming. Some display Alastor as an avenger of evil deeds and the personification of a curse. The name Alastor was also used to designate a deity or demon who avenges the wrongdoings committed by men. Ifrit is a pair of gauntlets with fire properties. Ifrit resembles 2 dragon heads with spikes along the top of their heads. Inside the mouths of the dragons are the gauntlets. When using Devil Trigger, Dante turns into a horned demon with fire powers and an overall dragon motif. When first getting Ifrit, the gauntlets are covered in flames and they fly in circles around the shrine until they eventually explode on Dante's location, where they are equipped on him, giving him fire powers. Ifrit is a type of demon in Islamic mythology. They are associated with the underworld as that is their true habitat. It derives from the Quran and is used to describe malicious or wicked characteristics. In Islamic folklore, they are ruthless beings formed out of smoke and fire. Nightmare Beta is identified as a gun within Devil May Cry, but lore-wise it fits the description of a devil arm, but it's never referred to as such. Nightmare Beta resembles the combat form of Nightmare. Nightmare is a bioweapon created by Mundus. Nightmare in its base form is a pool of sludge that contains its body parts along with bones and skulls. When entering its combat mode, its form resembles an armored mass formed from its body parts and the aforementioned sludge, leaving only the skulls and bones in a pool underneath it. Nightmare Beta is equipped like an arm cannon and it takes from the Devil Trigger gauge when it's not empty. The word beta refers to the second letter in the Greek alphabet, and it's used to denote the second thing in a series. So Nightmare Beta is the second Nightmare weapon, right behind the bioweapon Nightmare. Yamato is a legendary katana wielded by Sparda. It acts the same as Alastor and using Devil Trigger transforms Yamato into Sparda. The hilt or suka is all gold and the crossguard or suba is shaped like an octagon. The term Yamato was originally used to refer to the Yamato province of Japan, but later extended to refer to all of Japan. When using the phrases Yamato Damashi or Yamato Gokoro, it is referring to the cultural values and characteristics of the Japanese people. When selecting Yamato from the weapon tab, underneath written in Japanese is Enmato. Translating this to English is Enma Katana. This is a reference to Enma, the Japanese name of the Hindu and Buddhist judge of the afterlife, Yama. Well, thanks for joining me on this. I just wanted to do a fun little April Fool's Day video for you guys. I was surprised how quick the game was to beat for the first time, but it was an early game, so I guess not too surprising. I'll see you all next time with another video. I'll most likely do a poll in the community tab of some video ideas I have, so you can all choose what you want to see. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.